live. It's such a different feeling now that I'm not like doing this to make a living. I'm just up here on camera. Am I live? Everyone stopped talking, so I'm gonna assume that I'm live. No? Hold on, I have the, oh, I am live! Yo, that's in the set. What's up, everyone? Oh my goodness gracious. We are live. You guys caught me like slip. I was yeah, everyone welcome to the stream. It's your boy, leoncbrunson, formerly Dr. Twix Mix, Food Beast 3-time champion, 3-0. Just bought a restaurant here in Tallahassee, opening January 2022. Be on the lookout. Private chef right now. 53 ratings. 52 of them are 5 stars. Today, I must break bad news. We got our first 1-star rating. Or sorry, no. We got a 4-star rating. I would not be caught dead. But we got our first 4-star rating. I know it was, here's the thing though. I'm very lucky this did not come earlier because there have been caterings that like did not go as planned. Like electricity went out, then someone forgot food, that someone being me. There have been worse caterings that I'm surprised I got 5 stars on previously. So to be getting a 4-star on a great catering, it was inevitable. I'm not upset. I knew it was coming. But we have a great stream today. We'll be streaming for Direct Relief. Direct Relief helps provide assistance to COVID-19 relief, whether it be the assistance of vaccinations or helping direct relief with Haiti, healthcare workers everywhere. So your donations are going to a great cause, and you got to give a big shout out to Music Games, ATL, and the whole dance game community who has came together to do such a great marathon in year 2. By the way, I missed out on year 1. I was very envious. I was very, very envious because I think I was like busy around the time. I was like, yo, I want to be a part of that. And like everyone was like, oh, I'm a part of Link Up. It was awesome. I missed it. So I gotta say, by the way, thank you for everyone. I don't have a Twitch chat up, so you'll see me looking down, but you'll also see me just like checking my phone and stuff. It feels good. We'll get started here soon. I just want to say this is my first cooking stream, and Lord knows how long, other than a competition where I'm whooping ass. But I just feel nice now because last year when I was streaming, my future was in social media because that's all that existed for me. I wasn't doing private dinners. I didn't have a restaurant, all that kind of stuff. So this was my end-all be-all. But now I have a restaurant. I'm doing private dinners. This is more fun, more lax, I came into this, like, just so you guys know what we got planned for today. I have some food in the house, but I didn't come like with a plan. I just want to like make whatever comes to my mind, whatever I see, and kind of put it together. And also make some dinner because I'm hungry. We got an hour though, so we're gonna get started. But you guys know if you've been in this stream before, we start every stream with a drink. So we're gonna go ahead and it only feels right that we start with some champagne, Nice bottle of champagne. I did a catering today that had endless mimosas. I bought a whole case. They drink 5 bottles. So now I have 7 bottles of champagne that we must do something with. So today's selection, we have high, which is going to be, we have a Prosecco here from Italy, from the Veneto region of northern Italy. It's good to meet new friends is the sign on this bottle, which is the damn truth. You never know who you're gonna meet. Every single day is new. And you can meet, you can meet good people who put you in great opportunities. Gotta be social though, you gotta be able to, put yourself in positions to meet new people. B. Kurz, what's up? King Lee, the OGs are here, everyone. These are people who have supported me from day one. B. Kurz, King Lee, Densfire. You guys have been in the old test kitchen streams, from the jump. So y'all know this stream is far removed from where we once were. Frace, what's up? We back. Everyone, we back. Zyber, what's poppin'? speaking of popping, let's get the champagne going. You got to control, you got to control the cork here. So we're gonna go ahead and just get this guy. Ha ha ha! Yeah. All right, so I gotta say, if you've been following me on social media, I have a girlfriend. Very proud of her. She'll be joining me to enjoy this glass of champagne. So, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, give a warm welcome to Andy, Yasmin, Andromeda, Sajid.
Hello.
She says hello. She's not as shy as she seems. She's one of the coolest people. She's been training on dance games, by the way. So right now she is passing. She's so embarrassed right now. She knows I was going to talk about this. So she is hungry to whoop ass. So you guys know me. I talk a lot of shit, and I will not settle for. I don't settle for mediocrity. And it just so happens she's the same way. And right now she is like craving to play. She's passing DDR 8s, 7s, 7s.
7's working on 8s.
Working on 8s. So we're looking pretty good.
Less than 8 hours.
Yeah, she's only played like twice, so she's already passing 8s. So Kevin says, welcome to the kitchen. All right, cheers. She'll be competing if there's an infinity stage in 2022. Roger, if you're listening, then if there's a women's lowers, maybe highers, who knows, then she'll be competing there. But the big deal happens. You'll see us. She's very welcoming in the community. So, well, we're gonna get the stream started. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna make crab stuffed mushrooms. So I'm gonna take the crab cakes from the catering and stuff the mushrooms that I have with them. Okay. And then I'm gonna take the chicken thighs that I have, and it has a barbecue sauce. It might be slightly frozen, so it might not be great, but we're gonna see how it goes.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Leave.
Wait, I'm gonna put this down.
Oh, smart. See?
There we go.
All right, so we're rising for direct relief. Where are we at, moderators? Show me your moves too. That would be a great one actually. But that's wishful thinking. There's a lot of stuff happening in the Atlanta community right now as it is. You gotta be thankful for what we got, and then once Show Me Your Moves 2 happens, it'll happen. But no rush for those behind the scenes. We're coming out of a tough time. This is a big thing. So let's get it. All right, so I got my cast iron hot, right? I'm gonna start the chicken first. Now, you know me, I say do not start anything without a hot pan. So this pan's smoking hot. It's been in the oven for a minute. I would not touch it if I were you. Don't touch the pan. Don't touch the chicken, don't touch the pan. So I have got some vacuum sealed chicken thighs from when I was gonna cook some people some Nashville hot chicken, okay? So we are $200 away from the $4,000 goal. So we can hit that in this block, I know it. So I have vacuum sealed some chicken thighs. They're already seasoned. They were dry brined for 2 days. I just never got around to them, I just did not get around to them. So we're gonna use some grapeseed oil. I'm gonna go on, menu. It's already pretty hot. We're gonna go ahead and add a little grapeseed oil in this motherfucker. I have recently switched to grapeseed oil because I've heard it has some great benefits in terms of health over canola. Now, I have yet to research that in depth, but the woman that told me that, I do trust her judgment. So I'll have to look into, grapeseed versus canola, and we'll have to go from there. Champagne tastes delicious. We're not really celebrating anything because we got 4 stars today, so. Wait, these are the legs and the thighs. I don't want the thighs. So. Cool. Leon makes digging through the fridge look like expert planning. No, 100%. That's all it is. The second you open the fridge, you got to plan. All right, so I was going to cook 1, but Andy needs to eat 2 or else I'll be yelled at for the rest of the evening. So we're going to cook 2. All right. So with these chicken thighs, you're gonna notice, and I'll put over here, there's a lot of moisture on these thighs because they've been vacuum sealed. Oh, they've also been seasoned already, so there's a lot of seasoning that's already permeated into this meat. So we really don't need to do anything additional to it. We can just pat it dry, so we make sure to get a crispy skin here. but you notice the seasoning won't be coming off. We just want to pat it. We just want to get that guy dry, you know? Nothing crazy. Someone says, I aspire to have, Angry Scoop Man, rapeseed oil is canola. The name canola was created to make the name less horrible. I thought the same thing. And as you guys see, we're going to, once this chicken hits the pan, y'all know the drill. If you're subscribed to me, which I'll be very shocked if you are, because I have not been live in a minute. But go ahead, twitch.tv/leoncbrunson, hit the subscribe button, and you can use the emote that I know B-Curse is about to drop. So we're gonna lay this chicken down. Now I want you to pay attention. Anytime that you have meat that you're putting in a hot pan, don't just drop it in the pan because you risk all the oil splattering everywhere, right? What you really wanna do is you wanna lay it away from you. So I have the chicken and it's gonna drop and go that way. It's gonna go forward that way. So anytime you have something, lay it away, just like lay it away. And the same thing with this one. Gonna take it and lay it away. Hot. Contaminated glove, get rid of it, we're good to go. And then we're gonna go put this on a medium heat, probably around like 5. And let it go. And here's the thing, do not touch the chicken. You don't touch the chicken. Ooh, that was a good one. Don't touch the chicken, because what we want to happen is we want the fat from that chicken, that skin, we want it to get crispy. And we also want it to seal in all that seasoning. Same thing if you were cooking steak, hamburger, fish. The second it hits that pan, don't take your tongue and move it around. Don't play with it. Leave it and then trust that you have the right temperature for your food. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this glass of champagne. But again, cooking is all about confidence, right? Like the more you play with ingredients, the more confident you get with what you're doing. And with something like this, you kind of start to know how long that was the music. How long it's gonna take for that to get crispy. And so I can just put this in there and move away. And we're chilling. So excited to stream again, everyone. This is a great opportunity presented by Music Games ATL. Honestly, like, I don't have much incentive to stream right now, but I will in the near future. So I must share some personal news that directly relates. As you guys know, I'm not afraid to share what's going on in my life and things of that nature, because I feel like it directly relates to the stuff that I produce for you guys, you know, whether it be cooking videos, cooking streams, recipes, all that kind of stuff is dependent on how my actual life is going. So when we have difficulties there, you know, then you might see us slow down the content, or I'm not so active, or I'm not doing so much. So the biggest thing that we're doing right now is we're having a big transitional period, right? So we've got 2 of my roommates who have lived here are now moving out, but the lease ends July 31st, and that means I have very little time to make that quick adjustment. So my solution is going to be to eat the amount of rent that those 2 would pay in order to turn this place into a giant creative studio that will help create, you know, recipes, food photography, videos. And now that I've got more room to work with instead of the small kitchen, which someone complimented earlier, thank you, but it doesn't look like this in person or all the time. Now I've got a little more room to play with. So what's gonna need to happen though is we're gonna need to support both ways to make this work. So in order for us to see some return on those 2 rooms being utilized, whether it be in the form of YouTube videos or food photography, your support helps more than you know. So that being said, we also have the restaurant opening in January. So we have some adjustments to make along the way to get to that point now that I've got this news sprung on me. It does not, so someone said it doesn't look like this in person. I had someone come and see this kitchen and they were like, this is a catfish kitchen. And I'm like, thank you. I appreciate that. Because it is, you know, the lighting and and the cameras and make it, people who compliment this kitchen, you don't know how much that means to me, because when I came to this apartment, I couldn't stand this kitchen. Oh, not the ad. Not the Zaxby's ad. Everyone, I have a question. Those of you who are familiar with Guthrie's, can I see who in the chat is familiar with what Guthrie does? Also, notice I have not touched the chicken. I've got the tongs ready, but I've not touched the chicken. I'm going to show you why. So, I'm going to get this out. And we've got some nice color to the chicken, and we've also got some nice texture. But I kind of want to let it go a little bit more. Just a tad more, you know? Same with this one, we can check it. This one's just about ready, but I think like 2 more minutes will get me the color I'm looking for. You know, without this marathon, I don't think I would have bought a cheap $50 capture card, so I'm happy I entertained others, and I'm happy let me get some new gear. Hey, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead. Hey, everyone give Imanu888 a follow. I'll go ahead and add you as a friend. So, okay, but how do we know it's ready? So it's really, at that point, it's kind of preference. Like, if you look at this and you see this and you're like, hey, this looks good to me, then go ahead and turn it. But for me, I prefer kind of a much more, a darker color, something like this, but all the way across. So you see how there's kind of a gradient here that has yet to be exposed to that color? I kind of want to let it go before this one burns. So it's kind of like a game. Like right here, texture's good, but I know what I want. So I'm kind of playing with it until I get closer to that area. And same thing with this one. This one, it's a little pale throughout. It's got good color, but I'm just gonna let it go just a bit longer. Turn the heat up maybe like by about a half and let it go for another minute. Chicken is literally Satan to cook. This view looks like straight up salmonella. So with chicken, here's what I recommend. Hold on. If you cook chicken at home, and you think about how many times you cook chicken and it's dry. You can't stand it. You're like, I got chicken breast, but I don't want to cook it. I know it's going to be dry. Because a lot of times chicken breasts are really dry. But also because a lot of recipes recommend you to bake the chicken breast for like 20 minutes. And so it's like, hey, bake your chicken breast for 20 minutes. Like, no, don't do that. It takes like 8 minutes max to cook a chicken breast that's not super thick. And most of the ones you buy from grocery stores are not really thick. So get a thermometer. I recommend any thermometer you can literally have. Just have a thermometer on you. And this right here will help you cook at home more. Because when you get that piece of chicken, or you get that protein that you're not sure when it's done, you can probe it and Google chicken temperature doneness, like 165, right? Or same with meats. You can probe it and check it. If it's at like 180, you're gonna have a dry piece of chicken and you know you overcooked it. So next time you can be like, all right, next time I'm not gonna cook it that long, or I'm gonna lower the temperature. But like with chicken breast does not require a long cook time. So it's also really nice on grilling it, but I recommend getting some chicken thighs, roasting chicken legs and tossing it in like some soy, some fish sauce, some eel sauce, over some rice. Like that right there is a great snack in itself. So I think I'm ready to switch it. And so we're gonna go ahead and get this good flip, and we're gonna go ahead and turn this guy just right here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So now, you can see we got a little char right there. That's not what we want, but you know, it didn't hurt anyone. I'm just cooking for myself. And so we're gonna let it cook on this side for a couple more minutes. And notice, it did not take much movement or much like while you're doing this, you could be chopping vegetables for a salad or maybe making a smoothie. It's all about temperature control to allow you to do other things, and so you don't feel as stressed in the kitchen. That's the goal, because like a lot of people, I will also recommend don't cook when you're hungry. Wait till you're like when you know you're supposed to eat. So if you ate at noon and you're off work at like 5-ish, start cooking when you get off, or start getting ready for it. Have groceries ready So that way when you start cooking, by the time you sit down and eat at like 6:37, you have food in front of you. What people start doing is they'll wait till they're hungry to start cooking. And what that happens is they're like, oh, I'm starving. Then you gotta go to the grocery store. Then you gotta come home. Then you gotta find a recipe. And at that point it's 9:30, and if anything goes wrong along that point, you've ruined your dinner. And you're like, fuck it, I'll just order out, you know? So I recommend the best advice to cooking at home more and being more confident in the kitchen, 100% start the day before. I even have trouble with that now. Like some days, like for example, right now, I'm kind of behind because I don't have a lot of food to cook at home. I'm very lucky that this is here. And you gotta get creative with like the scraps that you have and all that kind of stuff. So start like a day before, 2 days before, and just kind of like have some recipes in your head. Or like, I'm craving steak today. Find some deals at your local supermarket, go to the farmer's market. There's a lot of ways to get involved in cooking that can make it inexpensive and not as stressful. And that's what I recommend to people as a way to start into cooking. Oh, Frick, yes, Frick, for sure. Thank you, Nightbot. So you guys notice I have all this oil. I'm going to take this oil and reserve it for the time being. It's all that chicken fat right there. So all the fat from that chicken has rendered at that point. I'm gonna let it cook there for a little longer, but this is where it comes in, right? This is the barbecue sauce time. Now I made this barbecue sauce a while back. Barbecue sauce will stay in your fridge for a while. I know you guys have got some Sweet Baby Ray's that you don't know the last time you bought it. You know, I'm not calling anyone out, but I know you got it. This barbecue sauce that we got, look, goodness, I don't even remember which recipe I used. Oh no, this is the Nashville. This is the Nashville one. It's like a sweet and tangy barbecue sauce. But the trick is you cannot get lost. Cannot get lost. Oh my gosh, these ads are insane. So let's see. Oh yeah, we're still good. Oh, Andy, you're gonna love this. How many people have watched Food Wars? Has anyone in chat watched Food Wars? All right. So we're gonna go to this barbecue sauce. One of the cool parts, hold on. I'm gonna have my oven on roast at like, let's do like 450 convection. And if I could get a check on time, that would be great. Moderators, I would appreciate that more than you know. More than you know. Okay, so in Food Wars, what does Soma's dad recommend to Soma? Like, what was his biggest advice? $30 minutes? 30 minutes. Try to keep it PG. Thank you, got you. All right, so we're gonna add a little more sauce. And I'm not gonna add, it's really tangy. I'm not gonna add a lot because I'm gonna put a little water in here so that it can steam. And this is gonna reduce as it cooks over like 20 minutes. Usually you'd use like stock or something, but like I'm just cooking this at home. You know, I'd rather cook with stock when the flavor's not as expensive, not as like great. Kevin, I assume it involves something about people's clothes falling off. Yeah, you would not be far off. So, but in Food Wars, Soma's dad, so actually before I start, I'm gonna go to this angle real quick. And so you can see right here in this angle, the sauce is very thin, right? So I did that because as this cooks in the oven for the next 30 minutes, it's going to thicken and become more like concentrated. That's why I added that water to kind of balance it. And so this is gonna go in the oven, just like this. We're not gonna get the thighs. We're not gonna get the thighs in any sort of liquid until the very end because we wanna kind of maintain that crispiness. If we put any of that liquid over it now, we will lose that crispy texture that we worked so hard for. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven. And then after that, we're gonna go straight to the crab stuffed mushrooms. This was just all stuff I happened to have in my house. I got very lucky. I got very, very lucky last minute. Okay, so in Food Wars, Soma's dad tells him, which is it's very corny advice, but it fits in the theme of the show. He tells Soma, he's like, oh, the key to cooking is finding a woman you can dedicate your cooking to, you know, because he felt like with his mom, that's what happened. Like he slowed his life down so he could cook and enjoy the time with his mother. And, you know, I think about that when I'm cooking with Andy, just because it's different. You're cooking with intention because you want to feed someone you care about, and it's really nice. I get it, but at the same time, I was watching it, I was like, that corny stuff, I ain't got that. That's whack advice. Just be a hard worker. All right. What did you say? Don't add any of my family on Facebook. Don't add, don't accept. All right, my family's berating her. So next we're gonna get into the crab stuffed mushrooms. And so this is more of a prep exercise, you know. I have not made crab stuffed mushrooms in my life. I've never looked at a crab stuffed mushroom recipe. None of that has ever existed before in my life. But I've cooked crab cakes and I've cooked mushrooms. And so I've got kind of an idea of what I would do. So in a normal setting where I'm not on a 30-minute time constraint, I would take the mushrooms and actually, let's just walk through it. Let's go through it together. Let's do this together. We're a family, you know? Why not? Why not? I will tell you guys how I would do this if I were on Chopped or something and they were like, your secret ingredient is crab stuffed mushrooms. I'm like, all right, well, this is what I would do. If I were on Chopped right now, I would take my mushrooms. Okay? I've got this silpat. I would take this, and these are washed. I would find the biggest mushrooms I've got. So this one looks pretty big. And I would just take the stem out for the time being. Andy, how many mushrooms do you want? As many as she can have, she says. Good answer. So I'm gonna find the biggest mushrooms. Now Publix does sell like just the mushroom caps, but they're kind of expensive. So rather I would just find the big mushrooms. And I'll probably do 6. You know, 6 is a good number. Because I don't really care for crab and mushroom like that, like together. I like them when I'm in a setting where like I haven't had them all day, but I had to taste these crab cakes like 5 different times. So what I'm gonna do now, and this is the pro strat. This is, you don't get this watching Binging with Babish and all that. You get this right here. So no shade to Babish. So then you're gonna go ahead and take out this little inside bit. And instead of doing it on a sheet pan that's gonna go in the oven, we're just gonna do it on the sheet pan that's not gonna go in the oven, so you're not roasting mushroom bits. But you don't wanna tear it up too much. That's 6. Oh, these are 7. I'm not a math major, sorry. I'm a cook. What is the donation? What is the donation at? Where are we at? I want to get to 4K. I really want to get a 4K in this block. I don't know if we will, but I would love to. So we're just gonna hollow them out just a little bit, but try and like keep the integrity of the mushroom. Nothing crazy. This is just how I would do it if I needed to. I'm sure there are better ways to do it, but this is kind of how I learned how to cook. Is I have a concept in my head, and I mess it up royally. Like I see like that happens, something happens. Like, you know, something goes wrong, and next time I use that error to my advantage. I really, truly do, truly, as some of us like to say. We are $100 away. Yeah. We gotta hit 100. We gotta hit 4K. We got 30 minutes. We were making it happen, everyone. This is it was meant to be. It was written. All right. And so I don't have any like Pam spray right now, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of that grapeseed oil and rub it on the silpat. Again, this is very much improv. I would recommend if you had some spray oil, do that. But this is the old-fashioned way. I also think that's a cool part about not streaming or not consistently streaming and separating myself as a home cook and like a chef at a restaurant is that I can have a little more fun. I can tell you guys like, hey, this is not the right way to do it, but this is how I would do it. At home. I wouldn't tell my cooks to do this at the restaurant. So here we have some crab mixture. Look how good this looks. Look how good this looks. Oh my goodness, you can see the lump. Look at this. Fresh lump crab. Like you're not getting that. Where's Babish? Brooklyn? He's not cooking with this, you feel me? Weissman's in Austin, Texas. People are not cooking with jumbo lump crab meat. These are the best crab cakes you'll ever have in your life. But instead, we're gonna be putting in these mushrooms just because like crab cakes are kind of boring, They're just like crab cakes. So, fresh lump crab. And so I'm just gonna put like, how I imagine it is I would put like a little in here, right? Same thing, a little in here. No, back up. Before we do anything else, I almost fumbled the bag. Hold on. Before we do anything else, I'm so sorry. I really, really almost messed up there. I'm glad we did not. So we're gonna take some salt. Always season your mushrooms. Just a little bit because there's enough. There's gonna be a sauce with this, but you just want the salt to exist so it'll draw out the moisture. Now the games may begin. I had a lady leave me a review today. Can I read you guys a review as I stuff these mushrooms? I'm not salty about it at all. Don't worry. Just slightly. She said, "Oh, she revised it. She revised her review. It's 5 stars." We going to 75. That's crazy. She deleted it and revised it. I didn't say anything. I did not say a word. I promise. I know it sounds like I did. I did not say a word. That's incredible. That's really, really big. Okay, that's awesome. Someone said time to pour another glass. Are you finished with yours?
I'll
Send it. That deserves champagne. Wow. Well, let me read you guys the 5-star review from the woman who left the 4-star review. OMG, the food and the experience is absolutely amazing. I cannot wait until your restaurant opens, stuffed and happy. So when she left that review, I was super salty because it was a 4-star review. And I'm like, woman, make up your mind. Like, are you happy or are you not?
It sucks if she saw the stream.
Oh, that would be horrible. She don't know. She don't know how to work Twitch. That's one of the best parts about Twitch is like it's kind of a safe haven from boomers. Sorry to all the boomers in chat, but like for those who slip by. Someone said maybe she's watching the stream and made a mistake. All right, and so with these, we're just gonna roast these in the oven while the chicken's roasting. How much time do we have left, moderators? Kevin, I was thinking about him too. I was like, ooh, I know he's in chat. Woo! All right, we're gonna put these in the oven. We're gonna put these in the oven. I'm gonna wash my hands, and we're going to enjoy another glass of champagne to 53 consecutive 5-star reviews. 20 minutes left, okay? Hey, it's me, 4-star lady, says Orion. Ryan, I'll be making a trip to Jacksonville here soon. Very, very soon. Even my mom is too young to be a boomer. As a chef myself, mad respect, lots of good advice. All right. I appreciate that, Patrick. I just enjoy it. I'm still learning too. I make that a point to tell people that. Like this is not like, oh, I'm a chef and I know everything. Like there's people way better than me who have more experience that I'm willing to learn from anyone who's willing to teach. So that being said, Hey, all right, come on, over here rushing me. Everyone who did not meet her earlier, Yasmin, Andromeda, Sajid, you know. Oh, yeah. Oh, can I pour? You see the initiative? She's just taking the stream over. Sorry, hold on, let me check the URL. This is.
I'm just gonna pour one for me.
It doesn't say Andromeda Sajid on
No,
here.
no, it says.
It's weird. I don't see. Okay, if you see pull out in chat, that's her. All right. So, oh wow, you really truly did not pour in my glass. No, get off me. We're gonna talk about it later. Jesus. See, now I got champagne on the
Okay,
table.
no worries. No, it's no.
That's what happens when you be when you're. What is this music? Hold on. All right.
Is that what you listen to when you stream?
No, I have a cooking playlist, but it's not loading.
Tough.
I like curated it. It's nice stuff. It's like upbeat. Like I
This must be
specifically.
like a 4-star stream then.
A 4-star stream? You want to cheers to that?
I'm kidding.
All right.
Are
Well,
you gonna chug it?
no, I'm gonna enjoy this. This is 5-star quality right here. Leave.
Oh my god, fuck. I should have said
Oh my gosh.
leave.
Leave. Be gone, cretin.
Go on, wench!
One of the best parts about her is luckily she's funny. I don't think if she was funny, I wouldn't keep her around. I'm serious. Like, you have to be funny in a relationship. I can't be carrying the humor, you know? All right, so we've got the chicken in the oven. We've got the mushrooms in the oven. Now we make French toast. All right, so what you're gonna want for French toast, I've got some ciabatta bread here, okay? And let's just see what we can do. So we got some ciabatta bread. I want to cut it on a bias, so actually I'm gonna cut it straight down so we don't lose any. Well, no, let's cut it on a bias. We're gonna cut this end off. I'm gonna eat this later when I'm drunk, when we at the bottom of the champagne bottle. Let's do. You want a thick cut? What you thinking? Let's do a thick cut. Tranche. That's what they call this in culinary school. A tranche cut. So we're going to wrap this bad boy up. There's the bad boy sighting. Let's do. You know what? 2 pieces of French toast is no fun. Let's do a couple more. These are very long, but for a purpose. I want them to be like long and elegant. Make a statement. Oh! Don't worry about that one. That's what my old chef used to say. Make a statement. There we go. All right. So we got 4 make a statement pieces of French toast. Of ciabatta, I mean. I know we had a lone warrior. Long and elegant. And then it just dissipates. Yeah, very elegant. All right, so I have ciabatta. We're gonna set these aside for the time being. And then we're gonna make our mixture. Let's look what we got. Hold on. I don't see where my bench scrape's at. There it is. All right, cool, here we are. Well, I don't like crumbs. Okay. Move this over. Keep one of these in your kitchen. Bench scrapes are amazing. Just gonna move these to the side for the time being. All right. And we're gonna take a glass bowl. Probably on that size. Probably bigger. Yep. This one. All right. And so French toast is like a custard-based thing, you know? Just think about it like that. It's custard-based. No recipe. Just kind of like you're at home and you're in the mood for French toast. This is what you need. You need some eggs, first of all. I always buy free range or organic eggs. They're much better than conventional. And think about the chickens all cooped up, you know? Come on, respect the chickens. Let's do like 3 eggs. And also, when you crack your eggs, crack them on a flat surface. So let's actually go right here. And so you'll see, when I crack my eggs, I crack it on a flat surface, and then one hand, I split it apart like that. And the egg's fine. I'll do it one more time. This is the Waffle House years coming in. All right, so, and if you push it on the side of the bowl, the shell will end up like pushing into the egg. So you don't want to do that. So back to the center. We'll come over here. And I've got a little milk. You thinking almond milk? Let's do almond milk. I'll do a mixture of both. I'll take a little bit of almond milk. I'm laughing. I hope that's on like, I can hear that in the background. I fuck with it. Sorry, frick with it. So I'll probably do like a 1/4 cup almond milk, and the rest will be heavy cream. But not too much, because you want it to be custard. So custard is like egg-based. So just a little bit of cream, heavy whipping cream. Because you still want it to maintain all the egg. You don't want it to be creamy, you want it to be eggy. All right, I've got some vanilla right here. Yeah, I feel like what do you call them? The beauty people. This is my vanilla, sponsored by Madagascar Vanilla. And so just about a teaspoon. You really don't want, like, you want a nice vanilla flavor, but you don't want it to overpower it. Vanilla extract, all extracts are very powerful. Let's do some cinnamon. Chat, what else should we, do I like almond extract? Vanilla. I love vanilla extract. That's one of my favorite ingredients in the world. Now do 2 eggs at once. Oh, I wish I would have saw that earlier. What else should we add in here, guys? Chat, people. Let's do a little sorghum. So sorghum's like molasses, you know. Right here, muddy pond. Just do a little sorghum. Nothing crazy. Just a little sweetness in there. Some brown sugar. Not a lot though. Someone said amaretto, that's a good one. I don't like to put a lot of sugar in my French toast because like people like to top it with syrup. So if you make your bread super sweet, then what's gonna happen, Bounty, please! What's gonna happen is they're gonna have it too rich of a French toast. So let's get some nutmeg in this guy. Let's get some nutmeg. We actually might find out Leon C. Brunson does not have nutmeg. Oh my gosh, I am being exposed on chat right now. In front of gods and men. This is so embarrassing. All right, well. We'll grate some clove. How about that? Are you even a chef? We'll grate some. We'll use allspice. Let's use allspice. What kind of chef is he? Let's use a little allspice. You know. Even though I hate allspice, you know I can't stand allspice. And there's a dish in Japan that literally, it's a tonkatsu dish. Their sauce does nothing but use allspice. I notice when I measure my spices or I put my spices in like I have it like this and I put it in the cap first before I put it into the bowl, just so I don't ruin the ingredient, you know? I don't want all the allspice going in there. All right, 404 nutmeg not found. All right, and what else? What else? A little salt, nothing crazy, just a little kosher salt, just a pinch. Not sponsored, by the way. Any last call for ingredients in the French toast? Maybe something crazy? Yes, no, maybe so? Saffron? It appears not, so we're gonna get to whisking. Oh my gosh, these mushrooms are already almost ready. All right, that means to get crack-a-lackin' then. All right, so I heard someone ask for a tiny whisk earlier. You think I'm not prepared with a tiny whisk? Come on now. All right, so first thing, you gotta break your yolks up and get that going. I could probably use one more yolk in this. Oh, I don't know, it's coming together. Let's see. Oh yeah, we good, we good. This is good. Andy, can you prepare the Google invite for the not evening one?
Oh.
Thank you. And just tiny whisk it together. And what's that?
7 o'clock?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little later though.
7:30?
Yeah, no, like 7:10. I'll just go ahead and like start it. All right, orange zest. I don't have any oranges on me or any orange. I thought about doing oranges, but it's not gonna happen. So let's go ahead and my non-sticks do not work on my induction, so I'm thinking about how I should do this. I don't want to use a stainless for this, but whatever. Let's see what we got. Should it be fine? Whatever. I have another cast iron. I don't have a Comal or nothing. Let's see. Oh, I'm so sore. Jesus, Lord, have mercy. That one was tough. Okay. Well, so what we'll do is I'll do one for demo, and the rest will be done on this back one. Yeah. I like that. Should we cook it in coconut oil?
Cook what?
The French toast?
You want to put coconut in there?
Not really.
Maybe not.
I should not do that. Allspice is one of the few ingredients I genuinely do not enjoy. Eggplant's one of them. Allspice is the other. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just demo this first one here, and then the one in the back will have the other three. What's my time, everybody? And what are the donations at? All right, menu. Turn this up. Go to 2. We'll center this guy. And we'll take the piece that fits in here. So, I want to fry it though. Yeah, I'm not a fan of eggplant at all. I mean, I will enjoy eggplant. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I don't find myself gravitating toward eggplant options on menus, nor do I find myself incorporating it in dishes unless the recipe calls for it and it's traditional. Like, never am I like, oh, this could use some eggplant. Like, no. Oh, please don't tell me error. You're joking. Okay, next pan. Inductions are so finicky. This is the guy I was looking for anyway. Let's see if this one works. Yep. 5 minutes left? Okay, 5 minutes left. Okay, Lord have mercy. So let's go ahead. I guess we need to wrap it up then. Who's the next block? Ask them if I can get like 10 minutes. All right, hold on. Let me get this French toast going, and then We have $88. We have $78 to go. 5 minutes left. Let's do it. Let's do it. Chat, let's do it. Sorry for the white noise. That's my induction burner. If you watch the cooking stream, you'll know that's part of it. All right, and so I like to soak my French toast. Which was gonna fit in here? This one? So as you see, you got this custardy base. Uh-oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Make some noise! Where are we at? All right, and we're gonna take this egg custard. Once this pan's hot, we're pretty close, we're pretty close. We're gonna come in here and lay it down, lay that bad boy down. Yeah, French toast works. All right, so very good advice from Harukaze. Pump it up. French toast works much better when it's stale bread, especially with ciabatta. All right, so we're gonna let that go. Where are we at? 5. We're gonna let that go for a little bit. And while that goes, and we have like 3 minutes left, I believe. We're gonna come over here. Hold on, hold on. Closing stretch, I promise I'm coming. It's gonna be the end. We're gonna take some of this. Ooh, goodness gracious, I'm running into everything. 28 to go, 28 to go. Can we reach 4K? We have a little honey mustard, honey Creole right here. I'm gonna take 2, and I'm just gonna spread it just like that. Why not? They need me on Games Done Quick, but for cooking. That's someone make that happen. Does it have to be me? Am I gonna have to be the person that makes it happen? All right, and then we're going to take the crab stuffed mushrooms. All day I was wondering what I was gonna cook for the stream. I had no idea. This kind of just came together. We've got some crab stuffed mushrooms right here. Remember the mushrooms from earlier? Yeah, that's them. look at our guys. All right, hold on, but we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Give me just like 2 more minutes. 4K, let's go! Let's go! We did it. We did it. $123, I think it was in this block. That's very impressive. Thank you to everyone who donated to Direct Relief. Thank you to Music Games ATL for having me on the stream, and everyone for joining me in this fun venture, because I did not anticipate such an enjoyable time. But as we do know, we do have something else we're waiting on, right? As legend would have it, you remember that chicken from earlier, right? All right, here's our friend. As you can tell, there's been no sauce on the crispy skin. As a matter of fact, it's gotten a little crispier. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna take this chicken thigh, and we're gonna take that sauce, right? Wait. And then we're just gonna, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's barbecue chicken right there. Don't worry. I'm right here. I'm coming. Wait. The trifecta is almost over. We have our crab stuffed mushrooms. We have our barbecue chicken thighs. But last but not least, we have our, and also thank you so much for letting this chat run over just a little bit, for letting the stream segment run over just a little bit. Our French toast. And that is our spread for the day in an hour. We have barbecue chicken thighs, crab stuffed mushrooms, and some French toast along with some champagne to enjoy with all of it. And I feel like with the 4K reached, cheers to that. Everyone, thank you so much. We're actually gonna get some bites on this food. Someone said 4 stars. Din, it was Din, what? So to recap again, we've got barbecue chicken thighs. We just got some ciabatta French toast. And we got some crab stuffed mushrooms and some Creole honey mustard. We're gonna take a quick bite of this. Andy, if you will join me on the stream. Oh, she was waiting. Just go for the mushrooms and then we'll let the stream go on to the next segment. Thank you so much for Storm Music Games for letting us have this stream. And thank you for letting us stay a little longer than we were anticipating. And again, we'll be running, this stream will be running for the rest of the evening. And please be on the lookout. It's going to a great cause. Thank you to everyone who donated during this segment, everyone who tuned in. It was a great time. As you can tell through Andy's dancing, she's enjoying the crab stuffed mushrooms. I want to mess with the French toast and that chicken. That chicken's gonna be crazy good. Because that barbecue sauce is so good. I just fear it got a little too concentrated as it roasted in the oven. So that'll be an interesting thing to, let's see. Someone said thanks for the food. I wish you